cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this one for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't find my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Game time in it. Game time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Game time. Run it up. 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 You gotta put it.
It's Madden NFL 23, and we'll have our eyes on Darnell Mooney, closing in on 1,000 yards receiving on the year. It's the Bears and the Lions, next on Madden Football.
Coming to you from the venue that hosted the Super Bowl back in February of '06. Welcome to Ford Field in downtown Detroit. It's been a tradition since the early days of the NFL, and we're off on Thanksgiving Day in Detroit. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Lions now coming out for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by their third-year quarterback.
And this is a game for grit, determination, and somehow finding a way not to panic. What a horrible start for them. I mean, they haven't won a game yet. So now, as a quarterback, you're not just talking to your team. You've got to demonstrate to them what they need to do to win. He's got to be the leader by how he plays.
A throw left side to start the drive is complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. To the sideline. Wow, what a catch. Doesn't get a lot out of it, but he is able to keep the feet in bounds. An early test for this defense. Here we go on 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Now, these two teams, you might recall, met back in mid-season, week 8 to be exact. And it was the visitors getting the win there, so they'll be looking for the sweep back here at home.
On 1st down, he'll drop to throw. And that one off the mark behind him, incomplete.
But Charles, this Thanksgiving tradition, so great. I mean, going back essentially through the full century of the NFL, I know you probably have a lot of fond memories of Thanksgiving Day football yourself.
I certainly do, and I don't have the Turkey Bowl tradition. You know, the families that go out and play and they come in and sit down to their feast and watch football. I remember reading about, remember the Lions jumping on the Packers on Thanksgiving Day. The only loss the Packers had in 1962, and they sacked Bart Starr over 10 times in that game. And I remember Dave Williams from the Bears returning the overtime kickoff for a touchdown to win a game on Thanksgiving Day. I remember so many different things happening. How much fun is it each and every year to know that you're doing football on Thanksgiving Day?
Tress Way on 4th down is sent out to punt.
And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive.
They'll be led out by a first-round pick back in 2021 from Ohio State. It's Justin Fields. Off play action, Fields.
And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, But now they look at third down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter one. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1. The Bears at 6-4 now on the year. They were losers their last time out. Trying to get back in the win column, but obviously not an easy task here in a hostile environment.
Yeah, always tough to win away from home. But sometimes what you do is you use these types of games as bonding experiences and carry that into the contest.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
Throwing on third down, Fields.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 44-yard line. It's a pickup of 15 and a fresh set of downs. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 44-yard line. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 47. Calling a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on first and second down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
On second down now, it's Bowman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. A big hitter there, a first down gain of 26 yards.
Well, that is a running back who is not about to go down easily. He fought his way through the contact until the seas opened up for him. He'll get that complete to his tight end, Komet. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line.
Throwing again on second down.
Fields. And this will be caught by Mooney.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5.
Here we go now on first and goal. Here's Fields.
The quick slant caught. Touchdown.
Darnell Mooney
with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Bears get the upper hand as they're on the board first here this afternoon. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And it's now a 7-0 game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told.
And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
Back onto the field come the Lions for their second overall drive.
And they, almost to a man, told us how excited they are to be playing in this traditional Thanksgiving game. But we have to remember, this is a team that lost on Sunday. Now they get a very quick turnaround to play again. How difficult is that to do?
It's difficult under any normal circumstance when you're coming off of a loss and you have a quick turnaround. The first thing is to put the loss behind you and move forward. But when you play on Thanksgiving Day, everyone's watching you. It's an added bonus, though, because now you put the loss behind you. Get that taste out of your mouth, because the taste you want is victory.
Second quarter action now from Detroit, and it's the homestanding Lions who have the football as they've got it with a first and 10.
A give up the middle to Akers.
And down to the 44, 5 yards that time.
You know, Charles, for this defense, look, it's no secret. You're facing a team that is really, really struggling. They haven't won in what seems like forever, but sometimes a desperate team can be a dangerous team, right?
You're exactly right about that, but they shouldn't be. When they're on that type of a losing streak, it's incumbent upon you to take charge of this game early and not give them any reason to hope. Get out and attack them and make sure you knock them back on their butts.
It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 30. A third down conversion with a strong gain of 14.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that third down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is, because
Touchdown, Detroit! Mike Evans, 30 yards.
And the Lions are within an extra point of tying up this ballgame.
Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
And it's Mike Evans who caps it with a touchdown reception.
And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Darnell Mooney and the rest of this offense ready to go again.
And the previous drive put him up over 1,000 yards for the season. So now it's what you like to refer to, my friend, as gravy time, right?
it is. I mean, he's done it, right? He's accomplished the goal. So the good players, they relax a little, they bask in it. They think this is, okay, we've done what we set out to do. The great players decide to push that number as high as they possibly can. I don't expect him to have any let-up in his game the rest of the way.
Great thing if you're on the opposite side. He's such a weapon. He just opens things up for the other guys around him.
Yeah, if you're the opposite receiver, you should expect a few passes to come your way, too, because I've got to get coverage in his direction.
And that's exactly what you're looking for at the inside linebacker spot. Versatility. He can drop into coverage, or as he did on that last play, use his speed to get to the perimeter and knock the ball carrier for a loss.
It's Mooney going across the middle. And he will have the Bears first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Fields now to throw. This is Chase Claypool on the receiving end.
Touchdown, Bears! Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And they'll put up the stop sign there as his guys will get it at the 25. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there.
They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win, but we have the resources we need right here in this room. Let's go ahead and play better. Let's hang together and shock the world a little bit. Put it all together, they've got a chance of coming out with a W.
It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Looking to throw. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. A real letdown defensively. That was third and a bundle, but they allow the conversion. Back to throw now on first down. And connecting here with DJ Shark. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Here's a 2nd and 7. And that's hauled in by St. Brown over the middle. And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Come on. Hey.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Meanwhile, Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. This is taken around the 12. And he is out of bounds, able to get it across the 20-yard line. It'll be a 39-yard punt, give him a good 10 yards on the return. And the Bears take over. On play action, Fields. Open man, completes it to Claypool. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. A good pickup there, a 22. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. He's going to sling this deep downfield, and that is incomplete.
You know, thinking of this Thanksgiving Day game, Charles, for years we've heard the talk, why don't we open up these Thanksgiving Day games instead of just being Detroit and Dallas every year, give other teams a shot to host? I know you're kind of like me, a bit of a traditionalist, but what do you have to say to that, CD?
I think it's a great argument, and the league could support it quite well, where you could move games to different spots.
Yeah, he's got Mooney in the end zone. Touchdown, Chicago. Darnell Mooney. He has career touchdown number 78, tying it with both Eddie George and Frank Gifford on the all-time list. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And finishing it all off was Darnell Mooney with a touchdown reception. The return man down to a knee, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Amon-Ra St. Brown and the rest of the Detroit Lions getting set for another series here. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is it allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal game.
Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Johnson. And the Bears are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. And Charles, you know, it seems like sometimes when you fall down early, there can be a tendency there to try and get it all back in one fell swoop. And that time, that thinking leads to an interception.
And I believe you brought up a really good point there, Brandon, because you're trying to force plays, right? You're trying to get all back in one shot, just as you mentioned there. And you know you're going to need some big plays to get back into the game. But ultimately, you really can't force what isn't there.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Picked by Jeff Okudah. And the Bears are going to take possession of the football.
Holding. Defense.
So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. They'll look to throw here on first down. He's going to try and go deep again. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime.
Here we go.
And some secondary help here for the defense in the nickel on 3rd and long. They'll drop to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Bears. And he brings it back. Can you believe it? An offensive disaster on the final play of the first half.
Just had to hold on to the ball.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that will take us to the end of the first half of play. So we're at halftime here in the annual Thanksgiving game in Detroit. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our halftime over. No problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. So here are the Bears to take over on offense. Trying to erase the memory of last week when they dropped one to the Minnesota Vikings. They're in the driver's seat right now with the lead. Fields and the Bears now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll fake the handoff. Now Fields. And his throw is incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards the pickup there. On 1st down, it's Bowman. And he's fortunate to get anything from that. Give him a yard up to the 49. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
And they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
That's complete to Mooney. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
They kept the receiver in the short field, but that let his quarterback get the ball quickly to him before either guy in double coverage could react.
For the Lions, an extra DB in the game now here on 3rd down. They'll try the left side. Bowman. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Bowman. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Oh, there's plenty of traffic waiting for him up the middle. But give him credit, he tried barreling through anyway. They're fortunate to get a yard out of that one.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Throwing into traffic there, that's complete. And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 21. They run the counter. It's Bowman. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. On 2nd down, it's Bowman. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Now a handoff up the middle. Bowman. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. Up the middle they go. It's Bowman, and they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. On 3rd down, it's Bowman, and he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A great play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Bears take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll increase their lead to 28. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half.
CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Airing this one out for Evans.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyler Gordon picks it off, and the Bears are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that.
The throw for Claypool is intercepted. Nice little juke. And the Lions are going to take possession of the football.
Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offense coordinator, quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Toward the pylon, caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receivers get to make sure.
We're on to the 4th here on Thanksgiving Day. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. It's the fullback with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Chicago offense set to get started. Certainly no reason to panic. They've got the 3-score lead, but the turnover last time, the interception that led to a touchdown, you'd have to think that you might not be dialing that up again.
Yeah, probably not. They're still in fantastic shape, though, so I would imagine before he trotted out here for this series, head coach probably just leaned over to him and was like, listen, we're wearing these color shirts. Throw it to those guys, not the others. Try to make a joke out of it and just let him go out there with a little bit more confidence.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Fields. Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Play action. It's Fields.
He's going to wind up and air it out. And incomplete on the deep ball.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
And it's going to be another 1st down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 42. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
To the air again, Fields.
Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. 25 yards that time.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bears.
They'll go option to the short side. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down.
Well, sometimes that option can get bogged down before the gears really even get into motion, and I think that's what we saw there.
And I think what he saw defensive end right in his face because he looked up and he was right there. Didn't even have a chance to get going.
And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Bears on third down. Can't be any better than a perfect 6 for 6. This is going to be 3rd and 13. They run the counter. Bowman. And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed.
He's kept it run at the 17-yard line.
They snap it to Fields.
Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. They run the count. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And the Lions have recovered.
Partner, you know how often we hear about the red zone, right? From the 20-yard line going in, that scoring zone, getting points on the board. A lot of teams call from the 10-yard line in the green zone. That's your money zone. He fumbles the ball inside the money zone. You have one job, take care of the ball. That didn't happen.
And now the throw taken in by Chark. He's up to the 20 and able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24.
19 yards. That's good. For the Lions, first down.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. And finding the tight end Hooper. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. 2nd and 2. To the sideline, and oh, that's well done. Able to drag the feet. He's going to have the 1st down. 3 yards there, good enough to keep the drive moving. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. Back to throw again.
And this is dropped. Oh, my goodness. There was no one around him, but he took his eye off it, and it falls incomplete.
Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side.
And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Brings up 3rd down and 17.
Back to throw.
And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far.
Eddie Jackson picks it.
And the Bears are going to get the football here at their own 40-yard line.
Well, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw.
He's got a man complete. A huge play there for Chicago. 59 yards. Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a 1st and goal situation. They'll try the left side. It's Bowman, and he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. A great effort there.
with his 14th rushing touchdown of the year. And the Bears look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this fourth quarter. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
And Detroit getting set to go now.
It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
Complete to number 13.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34.
34-yard line.
He'll look to throw. And he can't escape, and down he goes. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Man open, it's St. Brown. He's got it. Amon-Ra St. Brown. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And this is caught. Well, they get 1 back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead back down to 21. Just a 4-play drive that time.
And it's DJ Chark who finishes it off with a touchdown reception.
And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive.
Just all around a solid performance, and now they've got the 3-score lead here, Charles. So the final seconds of the 4th quarter.
Yeah, in this one, they've been in control, haven't they? They've earned this victory. No question who the better team was out there in this game. And frankly, the score could have been a lot worse than it was. Give them a lot of credit for how they played in this one.
Right back to him on 1st down. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college and happen in the NFL. The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is of all those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for Chicago, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get a few extra days to get ready for next week. Meanwhile, for the Lions, the losses can...
Yeah, that my Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside, C12, 911, grrr to the Riasi, we still outside. Mine on the richest, heart in the trenches. You can't throw dirt on the underground, we thrive in it. Ghana boy stocks on the rise, Charlie, this flex know they ready. See, we were not the ride nobody wave, we the ones who started with it. Translation, Yanni had to buy, Yanni had Yanni hits. This goes so hard, even the ops go with it, That's how you know we live. Grrr.
What up, my boy?
No shit. You trying to play?
Yeah.
Alright, give me like 10 minutes. Fucking Mars just ate his fucking shit, so I gotta give him a bath real quick.
That's cool.
Alright, give me a minute.
Alright.